So children, here a question which comes in exam is is on determination of activation energy of a reaction. How can we determine activation energy of a reaction? We'll also discuss what is activation energy. Mm, So there are two methods to determine activation energy of a reaction. One method is by graph. One method is by graph. So what we do is we plot a graph of log K versus 1 by T. Log K versus 1 by T, we make a plot and we get a straight line like this. And you will say that the slope of this line, from the slope of the line, we can calculate activation energy from the slope, because slope, we can see from here slope is minus EA by 2.303 R. This is a slope. Now slope, you can easily get the slope of this line, by perpendicular by base. You can get the slope, and so you get the activation energy of the reaction. And another way is without graph. Without graph, how can we determine activation energy of the reaction? That I am showing you now. So let us write this equation, this Arrhenius equation, in logarithmic form for two different temperatures. So let us write for temperature T1. Temperature T1. So when temperature is T1, rate constant will be K1, suppose. So log K1 is equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 R 1 by T1. And similarly at temperature T2, log K2 will be log A minus EA by 2.303 R 1 by T2. Remember, here A will not change on changing temperature. A is a constant, and even activation energy doesn't change with change in temperature. Activation energy of a reaction doesn't change with change in temperature. So we have this Arrhenius equation at this one at temperature T1, this one at temperature T2. Now what we do is, let us do the subtraction. Equation 1 minus equation 2. On doing equation 1 minus equation 2, we will get log K1 minus log K2 is equal to log A minus log A will get cancelled. When we do this minus this one will get plus. So let us write this first. So EA by 2.303 R 1 by T2 and this one will be minus only, minus EA by 2.303 R 1 by T1. Okay, so now on simplifying this, we can write this is log, it will be log K1 minus K2. And this, if I take common, it will be EA by 2.303 R 1 by T2 minus 1 by T1. So you see, you will get numericals. Numericals in exam to determine activation energy of a reaction. Now you can use directly this form of the RMS equation at two different temperatures. This form. We can also think this form in this way: log K1 by K2 is equal to EA by 2.303 R. T1, T2 multiplied, and this will be T1 minus T. So regarding that question, how is activation energy of a reaction determined without graph? So this is the equation by which we can do so. So you see, if we know the rate constant value at two different temperatures, so this thing is known to us, all this thing is known to us, so we will be able to find activation energy of the reaction. Remember, this temperature is in Kelvin scale. So now children, we will be discussing what is activation energy. So far we have been talking about activation energy. What is actually activation energy? So that I will be trying to discuss here. Suppose we are considering this reaction A plus B products. Now according to there is a theory called collision theory of chemical reaction. According to the collision theory, the reactant molecules collide. They collide with one another, and that results in reactants changing into products. That results in chemical reaction. Now all collision between the reactants doesn't lead to products. Those collision where the reactants molecule have sufficient energy, only those collision results in products. All collision doesn't result in products. Molecules which have got sufficient energy, if they collide, that only will result into product formation. So here we have your potential energy. We are plotting for potential energy versus progress of reaction. This is also known as reaction coordinate. So potential energy versus progress of reaction or reaction coordinate, and we get like this sort of graph. So this is energy of reactants. This is the energy of reactants, and this is the energy of product. This is the energy of reactant, energy of product. Now reactants, as you can see, reactants has to come to a higher energy state. The reactant has to come to a higher energy state, and this state, when the reactants are at this state of higher energy, this is called activated state. Okay, the reactants cannot just change the product. The reactant has to come to that higher energy state or the activated state, then only it can change to products. And this energy is called the activation energy. Different reaction has different value of activation energy. Some reaction has activation energy very small. Some reactions have activation energy very high. One thing we can say here, is if activation energy of a reaction is very high, the rate of that reaction will be slow. If activation energy of a reaction is less or small, then rate of reaction will be higher. So this is activation energy, and there is another term that I can tell you here is energy from here till here. This is called threshold energy. From here to here is called the threshold energy. So this from here to here is the threshold energy. This is activation energy. This is energy of the reaction. This is energy of the products. So we have explained here the significance of activation energy. This much for now. Bye bye.